Welcome back to Nashville, Tennessee. A quick turnaround as the 09 Method team welcomes the 2010 Method team onto the ice, forming a tunnel for the boys to bust through. Congratulations to that 09 Method team. They have advanced to the finals here in Nashville at the Music City Invitational. 09 Method winning an overtime game against these same Boston Junior Bruin brick team right before this game. So those boys are pumped and excited. Thrilled to be staying here in Nashville and to play their 7th game of the tournament it'll be. That's what this 2010 team's trying to accomplish. We've got the 2010 Method team out on the ice in the semifinal game against the Boston Junior Bruin brick team. And they're searching for the 7th game. It would be 3 in a day if they can advance in this one. We've got Method and the Bruins coming your way in about 1 minute and 40 seconds. So let's set this game up for you. Method, the number 1 seed in the tournament after amassing a 4-0 record in round robin and moving to 5-0 with a 9-0 win over the Southside Warriors. The Junior Bruins come into the game at 4-1. They suffered an early tournament setback against the Southside Warriors, but have since recovered from that, beating the Detroit brick team, the Method white team, and a tight one against the Minnesota Blades. Minnesota in the other semifinal game against the Connecticut Junior Rangers. So this Boston team comes in very tested, having faced adversity and come back from it. Method has been on a tear here so far in this tournament, trailing but one time to Illinois Selects just a few short games ago. This should be an exciting one. Method hockey versus the Boston Junior Bruin brick team. Over on the other sheet, the other Method team, Method White, gets to take on the Brooklyn Nighthawks here coming up in about 8 minutes. So the teams gather around their respective coaches. And we get ready for puck drop here from the Music City Invitational, Nashville, Tennessee. We're here at the Ford Center in Bellevue, the practice home of the Nashville Predators, as they like to call it, Smashville, Tennessee. Today's starting lineups brought to you by MethodHockey.com. The.com. In net, his name may be misspelled on the roster we stroll, but it's Brian Schwartz with a Y. On defense, it'll be 34, Rylan Ofterhide, and 18, Colin McCormick. Your left wing, 43, Cameron Evans. Your center, number 37, Bobby Spang. And your right wing, number 15, Chase Schulberger. So 5-0 versus 4-1. Boston, the 5 seed, coming in. They were able to beat HD Engine earlier today. At the same time, your Method team took down the Southside Warriors. A 5-0 score for Boston, a 9-0 score for Method. Two defensively strong teams here. Some ice repair going on. That's center ice. The referees will get the nets set up. You'll hear a lot more of the background noise here for this one, as we are inside the rink to bring you the game. We're still skating around here, waiting. The Method players, as has become a tradition, bang the boards to start the game, and we are underway. Boston wins the opening draw, sends it deep into the Method zone. Chasing it down, a quick Boston forward gathers it in behind the Method net, looks to send it back to the point man. McCormick prevents that now. Ofterhide's in there. It'll be Spang clearing it around for McCormick. He's got his head up looking to get it out of the zone and does, but just out of the zone. Boston there to send it back in. It's off the stick of Evans. Boston looks for a change early. Evans curls in his own end. Carries it wide. Takes a stick. Gets cut off and it pops free to Ofterhide. Method controlling the puck here. D-to-D play to McCormick. McCormick tries a cross ice pass right to a Bruin and in come Boston. Working it in the Method zone. Cleared around by McCormick, but just to the point man. He'll fire from outside. It skips just wide of the cage. Spang, the first one to get there. He kicks it behind to McCormick. McCormick up high off the glass and out of the zone. Off a stick of a Boston. Oh, they will say icing. I thought they said it came off a stick. It did not. One guy I thought waved it off. The other one not so much. So we have our first ice of the game. Method pinned in their own end a bit there. Turning the puck over on some of the stretch passes. It'll be Cristini on the draw. He's got Filiaggi and I believe Lynn with him. It'll be Starr and Yale in behind for Method. Yale gets the puck. Chips it past the defender. Looks to gather it back in again. Leans on the Boston forward. Boston applying the pressure early. Filiaggi able to get the puck off the stick of Cristini, gathered in by Lynn. Lynn pulls up, looks for Cristini. It's cut off by Boston, and back in they come, trying to split the D. A drop pass and a wrist shot, a monster shot sent wide. Cleared all the way down by Method through the legs of a Boston player, so it's not icing. Chipped out of the way of Cristini nicely by the Bruin goaltender. And Boston will regroup and come back the other way. Up the left wing side this time. Carried in, onside shot and scored. A laser from the top of just inside the top of the circles. And the Junior Bruins Brick team has an early lead. Up the left side of the ice to the top of the circles and just picked a corner. Schwartzy in net fixing a pad here. We'll have Reel on the ice with Kala and Albany. It'll be Johnson and Thompson, the defense pair for Method. Trailing 1-0. Second time they've trailed in a game thus far. This one to the Boston Brick squad. Centering pass, connects, another shot from outside. This one stopped by Schwartz, gathered by Kala. He's able to find Albanese. He's one-on-one, but the puck pops off of his stick. He'll gather it in the corner. Working deep, centering pass off the stick of the Bruin goaltender and clear. It'll be Thompson after. Thompson to Johnson. Johnson gets it knocked off his stick, but Kahlo will be there. He sends it up the center, but right to a Boston defenseman. He winds into the zone, protecting the puck to the outside. Into the corner. Good body contact, nothing dirty there. As the puck pops free to Real. Real stopped as he tries to exit the zone. Kicked back in by Boston. It's all Boston early. Carried around behind the net. Centering pass cut off by Albanese, and he'll take it out the left side. Through center, he runs into some pressure, but it's gathered in by Lynn, fresh off the bench. He's around one. Breaks free. Knocked down on the play. I'm sorry, that wasn't Lynn, that was Spang. Now it'll be Evans with some puck pressure. He skips the puck free to McCormick. He'll gather it in, take it behind his own net. He turns and looks, he finds Lynn. Lynn, cross ice for Schulberger. It's just past his reach, and it'll be an either icing on Method. Early period, 11:36 to play, and the first 3.5 minutes has been all Bruins. I was updating the scoreboard, but I didn't start it. So hold on 1 second here, folks. Spang on the draw. Won by Boston. Shot in right away. Kicked out by Schwartz. Pressure up to the point. They'll dump it into the corner. McCormick gets there. Now Spang. Spang and McCormick. It'll be Spang. He's up the outside. He looks for Evans. It's tipped off of a Bruin defender. Spang will send it back out the center, but Boston will put it right back in. Method, not much offensive zone time yet. Cleared around all the way to the point, but not out. Kept in by Boston, off the stick of Ofterheim. Gathered by McCormick. He goes off the glass. It'll be Schulberger, now Spang. Spang spins out of trouble. Sends it up ice. No one there but Bruin defenseman. Backed off the boards for Ofterheim. Ofterheim has Spang, sees him, chips it back nicely to Schulberger, and Method will gain the zone. They're in on sides. Spang dangles, sends one in behind the net. Evans will give chase there. His pressure forces a turnover, but it's kicked right up high off the glass by Boston. Boston will send it cross ice and up the zone. Through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Stick on puck there by McCormick. And gathered in by Starr. Starr finds Christini off the bench. He'll wind it up, drive into the offensive zone. Kicks to the outside, looks backdoor for Spang. It's there, just a bit behind him, unable to get the puck through. It'll be Yale. Christini loses control but gains it back. Winds up at the top of the zone. Curls around one, curls around two, comes around behind, looking. Sends it back for Schulberger. He'll find Christini. He'll switch with Starr. Starr will get it. His shot off a stick, and back come the Bruins. Method with some puck time in the offensive zone there. Unable to get a shot through, but some good offensive pressure. But now it's Boston again. Spang defends. Spang at the end of a long shift here. Filiaggi's on, Yale's on, Starr's on. Who are we missing from this line? I think we're missing Lynn. There's Spang making a play in the defensive zone, and he'll get the change he needs. Up to Filiaggi, gathered in by Boston, kicked back out, but it'll be Starr driving into the offensive zone. He's attacked from behind. Loses control, but it's Filiaggi. Filiaggi looks to switch. Chips it forward and behind the net. It'll be Lynn. Bounced just past the shoulder of Lynn and brought back on by Boston Brick. They're up the left wing now. They're not able to gain the zones. Real gets there to break the play up, but they'll try a second time. This one gets dumped in. Picked up by Yale. Rimmed around for Filiaggi. Filiaggi bodied off the puck, and back come the Bruins. Starr defending, comes three, and a pass out front. Starr got ended up on the hip of the forward, and a centering pass tapped in by Boston. As your Method team trails by 2 for the first time. 8:35 to play in period number 1. Boston 2, Method nothing. It'll be Real. Real to take the draw. Albanese and Kala with him. Thompson and Johnson the defense. Real wins it forward, dances around one, he's got a step, he fires! High short side and just over the cage. Gathered in by the Bruins. Bruins up ice. Pass doesn't connect, it'll be Real picking it up. Real in his own end, cuts in behind the net. Carries forward, cuts to the inside. He finds Kala. Through center, back for Real it looks like. A shot comes in, and it's stopped and gloved. Held on to by Boston, but we see a little bit of life from Method here. A couple shots on goal. Method will change lines, 8:08 to play. Face-off won by the Bruins. Retreating behind his net, pressure coming from Evans. Stopped at the half wall by a pinching McCormick, sent back in behind. Evans will pressure the Bruins defenseman. More pressure from Evans, and he ends up working the puck to Schulberger. He tries to center, it's knocked away by Boston, and back they come. Into the offensive zone, crisscrossing into the middle. A toe drag through, and the goaltender is taken out of the play. Whistle blows. Two players driving the net there. Schwartzy gets run over a bit. Let's hope he's okay. It'll be a defensive zone draw for Method here, right of goaltender Schwartz. Spang on the draw. Kicks it over. It'll be off the right. Off the right. Attacked at the blue line and puck up into the stands, and it'll be another defensive zone draw. Win the draw back to the point. Shot from outside, gloved by Schwartz. Face off, won by Boston. In on net, Schwartz again with the save. 7:20 to play, period one. Bruins 2, Method 0. Face off for Spang. Spang wins it this time to Evans. It's knocked off his stick right back into the middle. Now it'll be off the right. He's hounded. He spins out of trouble. Works it for McCormick. It gets past him to Schulberger. He gets it as far as the point. Now it's cleared out for Spang. He finds a breaking Evans. Carries up the left. Looks back in front. Feathers it to Spang. In on goal. Banked off the goaltender from behind the net. Does not go. Spang still on the puck. Turning with it, battling. Now Evans falling to the ice, pushes it forward, but right to a Bruins defender. Picked up by Ofteride. Ofteride to Schulberger. Schulberger has Evans on the backside. He can't get it through. Evans will get there. He's bumped from behind, but clears it into the corner. Spang there. Schulberger there. Schulberger works. Gets it to McCormick. McCormick's shot. A deflection attempt by Spang. Comes free to Evans. His shot off the side of the cage. Kicked back by Method. It's all Method right now. Trying to get a little closer on the scoreboard. Trying to cut this lead in half. Spang kicks it to Evans. Evans comes out. Finds the point man off the right. His shot from outside. Stopped by the goaltender. Blocker side. Kicked around behind by Evans to Spang. Back for Evans. He gets control. Walks out in front. His shot skips just wide of the cage. A nice passing play there. Kept in by Ofterheim. Now it's Spang. And finally, it's cleared all the way down by the Bruins. It'll be an icing. Method will get a line change, but a good shift there from those three forwards and defensemen. That unit of 5. But it gets kicked the whole way back between the defensemen. Star will be the first one there. He's under pressure. Works it to Filiaggi. Now Cristini. Chipped up off the boards for Star. It'll be Filiaggi getting it in. He plays it off the boards. Cristini in to get it at center ice. He's hounded from behind. Now in front. He tries to skip through. He's able to tip the puck, but it's sent right back by the Bruins. They'll shoot from outside off the side of the cage. Star picks it up. Works it to Filiaggi. Filiaggi and Star will do work trying to get it out. But it's kept in by Boston. 3-on-1 here. Shot off the glove of Schwartz and wide. Gathered in by Boston. They work it back to the middle. Cristini cuts off the centering pass, and it's gathered by Yale. He bumps into the net. That clearing attempt gets no further than the blue line, where it's sent back in behind. Cristini and Star will go to work. Star gets it up to Filiaggi. Kept in there, danced around 1, now 2. Bodied, worked, it'll be Yale. Yale up and finds Lynn. He's up through center, but it's 1-on-3. He'll get joined by Filiaggi, who's open. If he can get it through the 3 defenders, he can't. Cristini gets the change, reels on the ice. Reel now Johnson. Tipped past Johnson, 3-on-1, and Boston's in on sides. Thompson back checking. Comes off the skate of a defender in on Schwartz. It'll be gathered by Johnson. He sends it cross ice off the stick of Cal. Calla picks it up, looks for Reel, and they would have been in offside. They are going to call the offsides. An offsides play here on Method. 3:56 to play period 1. Method looking to get one here. They've turned it up quite a bit. One by Boston, kicked into the zone, picked up by Reel. He'll turn with it and use some speed, get around 1. He's around 2. He's into the offensive zone. Bumped from behind, he keeps moving the puck forward. Albanese will pick it up on the half wall. Chipping it back, looking for Reel. It's gathered by Boston, and out they come. Boston on the right side. Boston using a ton of pressure here. Always somebody in your face. Doing a great job of taking away the space of Method. Here's an example. They force the turnover. In on sides, carried to the right. Spinning there. Centering pass, skips by 1, right to the point man. His shot from outside, blocked by Albanese. Calla turns with it, flips it up off the boards and gives chase. It'll be gathered in by the Boston defense, and back they come 3-on-2. A back-checking Reel evens it up at 3. He'll get to the puck and dislodge it. Off the right, able to play it out to the outside. He'll gather it in, look up, and find Albanese. Albanese at center. Stops and turns back. Off the right will end up with the puck. He'll advance it a little bit, but back comes Boston. Now Evans to the puck. He's pressured. He's whacked twice. He stays up. Second time knocks him down. No call. Albanese at center. He loses control, and back come the Bruins. Calla with a stick in the way.
One turned in on Schwartz. He's able to get control. As McCormick tries another stretch pass, it'll be Albanese getting to it. He sends it cross ice, nobody home, but Evans will pressure and force a turnover. Back come the Bruins. In on sides. Drop pass. Firing. Glove side and held. Schwartz with the big stop there. Spang to take the draw. Tip towards Evans. He clears it, but no further than the point. Shot from there, deflected high and wide. Cleared by Starr to Schulberger, but not out. Boston pressuring those points. It'll be Starr. Starr high off the glass. Weird bounce off a stanchion. Comes out towards Evans, but it's cut off in front by Boston. A cross ice pass stopped by Evans, but Boston gathers it back in. Pressured from behind by Starr, gathered by Evans in his own end. He'll wind it up and look. He's got a step. He takes a couple whacks from behind, drives into the offensive zone with speed. Tries to play it between the legs of the defender. That's stopped and cleared by Boston. It'll be Schulberger. Schulberger winds it up. He's met with resistance. Yale gets there. He tips it forward to the Boston blue line. They'll flip it back for Spang. Spang will find Evans. Evans will drive in. Tries to go around one, knocked off of his stick, and back comes Boston. Cristini there to take the puck. Evans gets a change. Cristini winds up into the offensive zone. He's by himself right now. He's got Spang and Lynn coming on. Spang unable to get to the rebound. And back come the Bruins. It'll be a 3-on-2. Back checking is Lynn. Lynn gets into the play and is able to break it up. Thompson ends up with the puck. He finds Lynn. Lynn's up on sides with Filiaggi. He's got Cristini to the outside, hauled down on the play, no call. Filiaggi gets the puck, centering pass for Cristini, knocked away by a Bruins defender and cleared. It's all the way down for Thompson. Thompson clears it around looking for Filiaggi. He'll protect with the body, but Boston there to take it away. Thompson will try again and whips it to the other side. That horn will mean the end of period number 1. And Method trails for the first time in the tournament after a period. It's 2-0 Boston. We'll line them up and we'll switch sides here, put 15 on the clock, and we'll get to period number 2. A 2-0 Boston lead through 1. It'll be Real on the draw. Tries to knock it forward. Kala there to help, but Bruins bring it into the Method zone. Nifty little drop pass there, and that shot sent just wide of the blocker side. Boston moving the puck very well. Very unselfish play. It'll be McCormick getting there. Puck pressure and puck movement, folks. McCormick and Ofteride knock the puck loose. It's back to McCormick. He'll try for Kala. Trying the long stretch pass. It's picked off again, this time driving right to the middle. And it'll be Kala. Kala looking to hit Albanese at center, but it's turned right back by Boston. Kala with the puck. Now Ofteride. He finds Real.
It's off Real stick into the corner. He chases it down there. Battled for and won by Boston. But it'll be Albanese getting control. Real goes down heavy at the top of the zone. Albanese winds in, finds Kala. First shot fan on second shot off the side of the cage. Albanese will try it again, this time for Real in his feet. Back to Jake Starr at the point. His shot deflects just wide. A good low hard shot, took a couple skips there. Now it's McCormick's turn. Same thing, kicked into the corner. Method with a couple chances from out top. Starr gloves it down. He'll flip it into the zone. Albanese will give chase. Back out through center, knocked down by Starr. Starr turns it looking for Schulberger off the bench. He'll chase it down in the corner, forces the turnover to Evans. Evans steps in, cuts to the outside, throws a backhander off the chest. It's caught and held by the Boston goalie. A backhand chance there for Evans from the side. It'll be an offensive zone faceoff. Spang on the draw, won by Boston. Evans gives pressure, banked off the boards on a clean breakout. But Spang there to break up the cross ice pass. Yale leaves it for Starr. Starr will find Evans. Evans peels, carries in the left, knocked off of his stick, and back out the center by Boston. Collision behind the play as Boston will drive in and get a shot. Face off to the left of Schwartz. One back to the point. Winding up, shooting. Deflects out front. Schwartz makes one save, two. Cleared up to the point, no further. Looking for the dump in. They'll get it into the corner. McCormick now. I'm sorry, that was Spang to Yale. Now it's Starr. Starr to Spang. Bounces off his stick and out the center. Schulberger will be able to get there. He tries for Spang. He gets it through. Spang's got half a step, looks to center. Nobody home. And it's cleared by Boston. Dumped back out to Yale. Yale will turn it. It comes off of Spang into the corner. Method gets it changed. All three forwards as Cristini's on the ice with Filiaggi and Lynn. Filiaggi puck pressure. Boston skates away from it into the zone. Cut off by Yale. Turned by Filiaggi, right to a Bruin, the shot in. Schwartz makes the save and covers the rebound. 11:54 to play, 2-0 Junior Bruins. It'll be Cristini on the faceoff. Kick to the outside, cleared back around. Noble Johnson there, battles in the corner. Knocked down, out come the Bruins. Turning with it, firing one blocker side. That's fought off and gathered by Thompson. Thompson turns, fires up ice off the stick of Cristini. Filiaggi will give chase. He knocks it free into the Bruin zone, but a Bruin there to gather it in. He'll continue to pressure. That pressure forces Boston to the other side of the ice. Thompson will get there. He knocks it forward. More pressure from Filiaggi. Now Cristini. Boston is able to gain the zone, however. Firing a shot off a stick into the corner. Boston the first one there. Help coming from Cristini. He'll find Filiaggi. Filiaggi will carry through center. He's up the wing, cuts back to the inside, into some back pressure, and back come the Bruins. Skips over a stick. Thompson there to defend. Now Noble Johnson, but it's a 3-on-1 ensuing off the sidewall. Shot comes in, held and covered by Schwartz. 10:41 to play. Second period. Method trails by a pair. it forward, kicks it with the skate. He's got Albanese behind. It doesn't quite get through, though. Nice defensive sticks there again by Boston. Puck stopped at the blue line by Ofterhide, but kicked back in by the Bruins. It'll be McCormick behind his net. He flings one up looking for somebody, but it'll be past everyone, and it'll be an icing. 10:18 to go. D-zone draw. Kicked back to the Boston defenseman. Pressured by Albanese, but possessed by the Bruins. They're around Ofterhide, stepping in and firing one high short side. And Boston makes it 3-0. A short side shot off the just inside of the dot. Real kicks it forward again. Possessed by Boston. Back into the offensive zone they come. Right side, centering pass. Off Albanese, stopped by Schwartz. Pressure from Boston in behind. They'll get the puck. It'll ultimately be picked up, though, by Yale. Yale to Albanese off of his skate, and it's icing if it's far enough. It is. Faceoff comes back to the Method zone. All Boston through the first half of this one. Method trails by 3. Faceoff gathered by Starr, kicked out to the outside. Yale will get there. He tries to clear the zone. All the Method forwards up at center. Unable to do so, but a Real circles back in, and he'll pick up a loose puck. He drives wide to the right, cuts back to the middle. Puck comes free. Only Bruins there, and back comes Boston to the right. His centering pass cut off by Kalla, and he's back up ice. Kalla to the left. He's bumped, and that'll be a penalty. We'll have a slash from behind. To knock the stick right out of Kalla's hands. So Method to the power play. It'll be Spang, Evans, Schulberger, Ofteride, and McCormick, the 5. Face-off one back to McCormick. His shot low, blocked by Boston and cleared. Tried to squeeze one through traffic there. It'll be Ofteride to the puck, setting it up in his own end. He finds Evans cross ice. He'll gain the zone. He's got Spang with him on the left. Carries wide, stops, pulls up, sends it back to the point man, McCormick. McCormick drives inside, shot, skips through, and Method's on the board. A power play goal for Colin McCormick. On the feed from 43, Evans driving the left side, pulled up, found his defenseman in the high slot, and from just above the hash marks, Method makes it a 3-1 game. Is that the one they need? Method, Spang steps in to take the draw. The noise level increases here in the arena. The Ford Center, home of the Nashville Predators practice facility. Into the zone comes Spang. He carries around. Ends up with the puck. Looks, finds Schulberger. His shot just off the pads. Spang gathers it in. Turns, looks. Schulberger now behind the net. He battles there. This line's had some good pressure in this game. Up for McCormick. He keeps it the blue line. And we have a whistle. Another penalty on the Bruins. This time a trip. And Method heads back to the power play. They're 1 for 1 on the power play today. And we've got a tripping call, face off to come in the Boston zone. It'll be Christini on the draw. Christini kicks it into a corner looking for Lynn. Rimmed around, stopped by Ofterhide. He'll possess and step in. He sends it to McCormick. McCormick shot. Blocked out front all the way back. It'll be Schwartz out to play it. He kicks it past the charging Bruin. Right to Filiaggi. He'll pick it up. He carries up through center. Boston changing one player. Filiaggi gains the zone. He takes a heavy slash and will have another penalty. A slash, a monstrous two-hander delivered to the side of Filiaggi. And it'll be a 5-on-3 power play now for a minute 30. Method with an opportunity here. It'll be Christini, Evans, Spang, McCormick, and Ofterhide. The 5 Method players. Puck kicked in by Christini. He'll possess. He'll wrap it around for Ofterhide. He'll gain control and settle things down. He's got McCormick at the point. They work it to Christini. Christini possesses, looks, finds McCormick. McCormick shot from outside, skips in front, batted out of the air. It's loose. It's still loose and finally covered. Digging in front were Evans and Spang, but it's kept out by the Bruin goaltender. Minute 12 on the 5-on-3. Christini to take the draw again. Evans steps in, feeds Spang backdoor, and he's robbed! Highway robbery by the Bruin goalie. Evans stepped in, fed it cross ice to Spang. Cross crease, and the Bruin goalie comes over and makes the save of the day. Be Christini on the faceoff, back for Ofterhide. Goes D to McCormick. McCormick back for Ofterhide. He'll settle things down. He'll drive in, firing one high off the blocker side. Evans pressures, forces it to turn over to Christini. He finds Spang. Spang back to Ofterhide. Method possesses here, slows it down a bit. Pressure on Spang. Ofterhide with the puck. He finds Spang. Spang drives the net. Looks, dangles, looks, sets up, finds McCormick driving the middle, pops free to Evans. He pokes it just past the post. It goes cross crease. What two glorious scoring chances on that one. And we have a hand pass, I believe. 25 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Some fantastic scoring chances on that. But Method unable to poke one by so far. 55 seconds left on the second power play. So plenty of time to keep working here in a 3-1 game. Real to take the draw. Real will get kicked out as he started a bit early. Draw again, possessed by Boston, sent back to the blue line. Real will wind it up there. He drives into the offensive zone, right side. Carries through, looks, fires high short side, rims around to Johnson. Johnson gathers it, dumps it back in for Real. Real's got Albanese, finds him. Albanese looks backside for Kala, blocked by Boston. Boston about to get a player back. They do. Starr with the puck. He finds Albanese. Turning shot fanned on and cleared by the Bruins past the stick of Starr all the way in on Schwartz. Schwartz will set it up again, this time up for Johnson. 14 seconds left on the second penalty, the slash. Johnson brings it in. Last rush for Method on the power play. Into the middle. Winds through a bunch. Comes back around. Centering pass. Knocked just past the stick. But there's jumping real deal. Jack Real. Open on the backside. He finds the puck and buries it. And it's a 3-2 Bruin lead. I don't believe it's a power play goal. I think the second penalty had just expired about 5 seconds earlier. So an even strength tally. Face off one towards Evans. Possessed by Boston. It'll be Schulberger to the puck. Kicked out to center. Spang with some pressure. Now Evans. Cleared in by off Schulberger. That's offsides by a mile. Some technical difficulties here. We'll work with you. It'll be Schulberger. Chips it off the boards. Evans skates into it. He's pressured from behind. Bumped. Loses control, but it's into the corner. He'll continue to pressure. Rimmed around. It'll be stopped by Thompson. Sent back towards the net. Pressure from Schulberger. Cleared by the Bruins. Thompson on the puck. He spans on a pass. It's 3-on-1 for Boston into the zone. A pass over, broken up by Yale. And Evans gets there, chips it out to center. Schulberger unable to get to the puck. And back in come the Bees. Off the skate of Spang. He's got it. He's got Schulberger wide. He gets it between the legs into the offensive zone. Evans in support, but kicked out by the Bees. Not all the way out. Evans keeps it and dumps it in. Method looks for a line change here. Evans will pressure. And then get the change. Dumped in. Rimmed around. It'll be off the ride. 4:36 to go. 3-2 Bruins. Second period. Semifinal game. Off the ride with the puck. He looks up ice. He tries the stretch play to Filiaggi. It's turned back and in come the Bees. Driving the middle. Yale gets there with the twig. Breaks the play up. Puck pops free. It'll be Filiaggi. He's unable to clear the zone, but it's right to off the ride. Off the right will find Christini. He'll wind it up at center, 1-on-2. Drives in, cuts to the outside, gets it, fires one on, just skips past. I think that went in front of the cage. Tough angle play there. The Bees get control and come back up through center. Tipped off the stick by Lynn. Off the ride to Filiaggi. A couple toe drags and it's knocked off of his stick. He had the chance there. Just couldn't get clean. A backside pass by the Bees on a 2-on-1. Into the corner, broken up by McCormick and sent back up ice. It'll be Real in after it. He has the last one. He's got speed to the outside. Wraps around behind. Possesses the puck. Turns with it. Pressure from Boston takes it away. Albanese to the puck. Chipped past Kala. Turned on by Real back in front. Flipped out to the outside. Now it's McCormick. McCormick banks it high off the glass looking for Kala. Kala in on sides. He's got Real. He toe drags and fires one in on the glove side. It just misses. Albanese in after it. Rocco Albanese on the half wall battling. It comes free to Real. Real throws one hip high. I think he's trying to bank it off the netminder there. In behind is McCormick. He's got the puck. He goes to the point man, Johnson. He'll fire one, skipping wide. Real to the puck. Real looks backside. He has McCormick. McCormick will shoot another one. Free to Real. Real will fire the rebound high and over the net. Albanese to the puck. It's all Method right now. 2:35 to play in the period. That centering pass by McCormick cut off. And back come the Bruins. They dump it in as they need a change. McCormick will go back to get it. McCormick high into the netting, actually. And that'll be a D-zone face-off coming up for Method. 3-2 3-2 Method trails. It'll be a D-zone draw for Method. It'll be Spang, Johnson, and maybe Starr on the D side, I think. Spang wins it back to Johnson. Johnson turns with it. He finds Spang, and Spang's up through center, up into center. Tipped back for Starr. He wasn't ready for it, and the Bees are in on sides. A cross-ice pass, gathers it in, shot, stopped and held by Schwartz. .157 to play, second period, 3-2 Bruins lead Method. Kicked forward, controlled by the Bees. It'll be Evans. Evans fires it cross ice for Schulberger. Skips past his stick. He'll gain the red line and dump it in. Spang will give chase. Cleared to the outside. Evans gets there with some pressure. Bees enter the Method zone though. Drop pass, cut off by Schulberger. Banked off the boards and into the middle. Schulberger head up, looks for Spang, but that puck is going to be way out of his reach and it'll be an icing. Method will get a change, minute 26 to play in the period, trailing by 1. They've gotten the last 2 though, and they've had a lot more pressure here in the end of the second. Face off to the left of Schwartzy. Christini on the draw, won by Boston. They'll bring it to the inside and shoot one. A big save by the pad of Schwartz. Cleared around, not out by McCormick. Gathered by Boston. McCormick down to a knee, coming back out in front with a tuck attempt. It was a Bruin, and that's stopped by Schwartz as well, and covered. Christini on the draw, kicked back to McCormick. He'll lift one, but it's off of a Bruin forward. He'll try it off the boards this time for Schulberger, turned right back again by Boston. Yale will try. Yale's first attempt doesn't connect. Second one, he's able to hit Christini. He's knocked down. On come the Bees. You got Christini sending it in. Filiaggi giving chase. Boston fans relatively displeased with the officiating. Christini cuts off the breakout attempt and is just decked with an elbow. No call. Lynn fires one backdoor. There was McCormick tapping at it. I think it went off the post. Filiaggi now sends it back in, and it's stopped and held. .3.7 to go in the second. Method trails by a goal. The referee has a conversation with the Boston coach. Now Christini on the draw, wins it back to Starr. Starr shoots one off of a pad. And back come the Bees. Starr with some pressure forces it wide to the other side. Lynn on a back check makes it a 3-on-3. Sent in and wide of the Method net. Gathered in by Boston, pressured by Starr. He'll kick it up. He's able to find Lynn. Lynn will control, possess, and find Christini. Christini clears it over to off the right, I believe. He'll flip one out of the zone. That horn will end the second period. A second period that saw your Method team get back in the game. They had trailed 3-0, and it's now 3-1.
Players gather around their respective benches, getting guidance from their coaches here in the second intermission between the Boston Junior Bruins Brick and Team Method. The 1 and 5 seeds in the tournament here in the semifinal game. Boston in black jerseys with the Boston across the chest. Gold and white striping looks a lot like the Bruins, as you would expect. Method in their home white jerseys here. Method logo on the chest. White Method socks with the Method logo on the front. We'll switch sides for what hopefully is the last time, unless we head to overtime. We'll line them up. We'll throw 15 minutes on the clock, and let's solve this puzzle. Here in period number 3. Into the zone, Kala, and they'll call offsides. Right off the draw. Method had the Method blue team up 3-0 on Brooklyn right now, end of the second. Guess it was on the outside, player was offsides. Kicked into the offensive zone and cleared back out by Boston. Thompson with the puck. His pass through the neutral zone picked off by the Bees, gathered in by Real. Real hauled down on the play. No call. Maybe that was bought at the intermission by the Boston coaches conversation. A long talk with the ref. Noble Johnson's attempt knocked off his stick. Centering pass deflected by the Method defense. Thompson gets there now. Real. Thompson up through center, finds Kala. Kala finds Albanese. Albanese has Thompson and Kala with him, and he banks one off the shin pad. Second centering pass comes free to Real. In behind the net, his wraparound attempt, no good. It'll come back to Thompson. Thompson gathers it. He'll shoot one, deflects, skips in, and it's kept out and held on to by Boston. Method will deploy Spang's line. Spang, Evans, Schulberger with McCormick and Ofterheide. Spang to take the draw. Won by Boston, carried behind. Pressure coming from Evans. Breakout attempt, cut off, but not fully by McCormick. Sent back forward by Spang. Finds Evans. Evans, Schulberger. Schulberger's shot pops free. Rebound cleared by the Bees. Boston comes back up the center, dumps it all the way in. In to get at the Bruins. Ridden by McCormick. He's supported by Spang. Out come the Bees with it, but it'll be taken by Ofterheide. Ofterheide looks up, trying to get one to Evans. Doesn't get through, but Spang ends up with the puck. Evans gets there.
Holy hell, you want to talk about some shit?
Evans hammered along the boards, no call. Another one potentially bought at the intermission by the Boston coach. It'll be Christini with Filiaggi and Lynn. Christini kicks it into the corner. Filiaggi gives chase. It's wrapped around to Starr. Starr will keep it at the point. Sends it deep for Filiaggi. It bounces past his stick. Wrapped around. It'll be stopped by Yale. Yale back to Christini. He'll wind up on the side. Cuts back into the middle. Dangles. 5 Bruin players pack the box. And the shot from the outside stopped and held. Method is all but evened up the shooting now. 17-15, a 3-2 score.
12:39 to play in the period, and potentially the game if Method's unable to tie this up. Christini on the faceoff, knocks it forward. He'll give chase. Filiaggi there in support. Boston gets control though, and they'll break out the left side. Cut off by Christini. Offsides is Lynn. Boston will have possession. They'll break out to the right side now. Into the offensive zone. Cut off by Christini as it's wrapped around behind for Starr. Pops out. Puck comes free. Christini to the puck, but unable to get it out of the zone. Lynn will give a poke check. Christini back to the puck. Knocked off his stick. Stays in on it. Shot off the side of Schwartz's helmet. Cleared by Christini, not out. Lynn at the blue line. Kicked back for Yale. Interference a bit there as they ran a pick play. Down goes a Bruin. The fans whine and complain. And it's picked up by Christini, who'll go off the boards for Filiaggi. Out at center, gathered by the Bees. Boston fans continue to gripe. Cleared all the way down and past. The stick of Albanese. They'll call icing. It'll be Real with Albanese and Kala. Real, the most recent goal scorer for Method. Now a discussion at the Method bench. Conversation between, I guess, the players and the official. The referee wants everybody in their proper spot. Real kicks it forward again. Blocked by the stick of Kala. And Albanese gets in. Boston unable to advance the puck. Back comes Albanese. He comes through center. Pressured from behind. Puck knocked off of his stick. Into the corner where he'll give chase. Cleared up to the point and just past the stick of Johnson, where the Method team will go back to center to regroup. A pass for Real. He turns with it. Winds up at center. Cuts inside of one and gains the zone. Into the offensive zone. 1-on-3. Is able to put it between the legs, but it's picked up by a Bruin in support and cleared back out to Johnson. Johnson to Thompson. Thompson, cross ice for Real. Off the backhand of his stick and cleared up by the Bees. Real will get back, now Albanese. Turned by the Bees back into the neutral zone, and we're going to have a penalty. It is Kala, I believe, headed off for a body check. And Method will be killing a penalty. Cross check the call on Thompson. 10:21 to play. The Bees lead 3-2, and Method's killing a penalty. It'll be Schulberger and Evans up front. Ofteride and McCormick, the D pair. Evans back for McCormick, and he'll zip it out of the zone. The Bees will regroup in their own end. Hand pass the call. It went off the defender's hand, and so it's picked up in their end. These officials will have another conversation. Faceoff should be to the left of the Bruins goalie. It was gathered in their end. I think the conversation is they're going to put it outside of the Bruin blue line. That's the wrong call, but we're used to that by now. It'll be Schulberger on the faceoff. Won by the Bees. Pressure coming from Evans. They try to go around him, but there's McCormick in support. He sends it back. Bees gain the zone left side. Pressure by Schulberger. Sends it out the center. Evans with a little bit of pressure there, trying to maybe force an opportunity. The Bees are in about 2 steps off sides, I feel like. They'll drive it in and get a backhander blocked by Ofterhead. Out to the point man. Evans will pressure. Work down low. Sent into the middle. And cleared up by McCormick to Evans. Evans will carry it out through center. Wide. 1:10 to play. Cuts back to the middle. He's bodied down and Bees get control. Method able to change behind. 2 Bruin players changing as well. Puck pops free to the left side. Method completes their line change. As Starr's able to get it to Spang. He's got Lynn with him. Short-handed, 45 seconds left. A penalty kill shot from the outside off the side of the net by Spang. Method on the PK here. Bruins look to gain the neutral zone. Pressure coming from Spang. Worked up to the blue line. Fended off nicely by Starr. Spang turns with it and he's in by himself on a breakaway. He's hounded from behind. He'll shoot short side and we're going to get a penalty. A 2-minute hook coming that'll negate the rest of the Method penalty. Negate the rest of the penalty kill for 24 seconds. We'll have 4-on-4 hockey. Then we'll have about a minute and a half, 1:36 of potential Method power play time. Unless they're able to snipe one during that power play. 8:45 to play in the period and the game. Spang and Christini on the ice. Face-off won by Spang to McCormick. Over to Ofteride. Ofteride will possess and shoot one. Between the wickets, using the player as a screen. The goalie has it. He wasn't positive. But he did get control. Battery's running low on the computer here, folks. I hope I can bring you the rest of this game. I'm going to go quiet here for a second and see if I can grab a battery pack. Actually, we'll see if we can get this 4-on-4 at least. 2-and-1 Method to the power play now. Got the Bees with the puck in their own end, and the Method zone. Kicked back, it'll be McCormick. He sends it around, but right to a Bruin defenseman. Kicked back in behind. The Bruins will get possession short-handed here. Method a bit disjointed. Ultimately, Reel gets to the puck. Plays it to Spang. He's in on sides. He'll possess. He'll look cross ice to McCormick. He'll wind and fire wide of the cage. Spang to the puck. He kicks it back to Ofterheide. Ofterheide will possess. He'll drive it. He looks and finds McCormick. Knocked out in front was a Method player. Reel in behind. He's bumped but gathered by Christini. He'll play it back to Ofterheide again. He'll wind and fire. Locked out front and cleared off the high stick of Ofterheide, and it'll be a D-zone draw. I'll try to get some power here. All right, I'm going to bring you what I can. If we die, we die. I hope to be able to bring you at least the regulation play. Evans with puck pressure. Boston spins out of it. They got a player in front. Centering feed stopped by Schwartz. Another one pops free. He'll fire. Schwartzy with another save. Filiaggi to get there. He chips it off the boards for Albanese. Albanese will gather it in. He's got Evans. He flips it, but it's out in front of him. Gathered in by Boston. Winding up at center. Kicking one to the outside. They're into the zone. Winding, firing, kicking wide of the cage. Gathered in there, but Albanese forces it back to center. Boston will try to regroup. Knocked off of the skate of a Bruin. They'll flick it in behind. Evans will get there. Evans loses possession. He's bodied, works it up the side. Puck pressure, forces it loose, but it's turned back towards the net by Boston. 5:30 to play. Albanese winds it up at center. Winds it up in his own end. Drives through center. He's attacked from behind. Played with a high stick, but knocked by Boston first. Gathered by Thompson. He'll go high off the glass. Gathered by the Bruins. Method needs a change here, but Boston 2-on-2. Stopped and held by Schwartz. .5:01 to play. 3-2 Boston. 13% battery life left. It's a race to the finish. Cristini on the draw. Kicked forward by Lynn. He'll block the shot from the point, too. Sent wide into the corner. Off the right on the battling there. Boston works it all the way back. Off the hand of McCormick. Kicks free into the corner. It'll be off the right. Turning it back. Playing it off the boards for Lynn. Lynn will wrap it all the way out to center, but it's in the possession of the Bees. They'll kick it all the way into the Method zone. No icing. Gathered by McCormick. McCormick cuts behind, takes a bit of a whack, kicks it with his feet, gets it to Lynn. Lynn sends it cross ice, I think looking for Schulberger. And it's McCormick with the puck again. He'll snap it looking for his partner off the right. Finds him, he'll get it to Schulberger. Schulberger will drive in, works it cross ice to Lynn. Lynn turns with it, knocked off his stick, but right to Cristini. Cristini sees McCormick. It bounces under McCormick's stick. Into the corner, cleared, and brought to center by Bees. Bees kick it into the Method zone where Starr will play it. Starr comes behind, kicks it off the boards. Boston there to turn it back in front, and it's kicked wide. Clearing attempt, and it's out for Albanese. He's got Reel with him. Albanese loses control up the right. Johnson will be there to get it. He looks for Starr. Spang steps in off the bench. Weaves through, looks, fires, 5-hole. Rebound, sits loose. Method unable to get it on net. It comes to Spang. He'll throw it towards the cage. Blocked by Boston. Johnson keeps it in. But Boston will get it out the center. Reel with a poke check, frees it up for Johnson. He drives in. Spang's on sides. Actually a move puts him off. Just a step off sides for Spang. The feed getting choppy. Battery life waning. Nothing we can do about it now. No plugs nearby on this side of the ice. Everywhere else we've been plugged in. Johnson with the puck in his own end. Able to work at the Star. He's pressured, and the Bees turn it over. 2:48 to play. Method Johnson sends it around the other way. It'll be picked up by Reel. He'll cycle in behind his own net and gain speed. He chips it past one and carries. He's got Spang with him. Cuts to the outside, kicks it free. Works in, shoots high short side, and it's over the net. Johnson there. It's kicked past him, but picked up by Reel. He'll wind up again into the offensive zone. Driving wide. Possessing, looking to center. It's off the back of the cage this time. 2:15 to play as it's cleared all the way down, but off Johnson's stick, so no icing. Johnson will pick it up. Noble Johnson winds to the middle. Cuts to the other side. Picked off there by Boston. And it'll come free, but little Cristini picks it up. Bo winds into the offensive zone. Onsides. Actually, Albanese is offsides. On the right side, he just a step offsides. We got the stream quality back, I think. Timeout coming here for Method. We are down to 9% battery life. .153 to play in the period. 3-2 Boston leads. Method blew up 4-1 in their game against Brooklyn. The 09s have advanced to the finals. Method White trying to do the same, but they trail 3-2 here. Minute 53 to play. They'll put Schwartz in net. Faceoff will be outside the Boston zone. The 5 for Method will be Evans, Spang, and Cristini with McCormick and Ofterheim. Cristini on the draw, won by the Bees. Pressure from Evans, forces the turnover to McCormick. McCormick has Evans in the corner, but misses him just a little bit with a pass. Evans will chase it down in behind. Cleared up but not out, cut off by Cristini. He'll send it to the middle, looking for Spang. That's chipped out of the zone by Boston, and Method will reset. A one-time attempt by McCormick fanned on, and the Bees come on. Evans back, Boston spins out of that one. Schwartz makes the save. McCormick ties up the player in the corner. Comes free. Cristini knocked down.